Supreme, probably one of the biggest streetwear brands to ever exist, and in today's video we are going to be counting down the top 10 Supreme collaborations. But anyway, without further ado, let's get into this. Coming in at the number 10 spot, we have the Supreme Champion collaborations. And the Supreme Champion collaborations are okay. I'm not going to say that they're the best thing ever, it's just that I sort of needed something to fill up the number 10 spot. Don't get it twisted, sometimes they do have some nice pieces. I do like this hoodie that they have. I love the way that it's got the champion going along the back of it. But on the other hand, they also have pieces like this with just like 18 million different champions logos on it.
What the fuck? No!
And then it's got this shiny finish. This is absolutely awful. I don't know why they even created this. Alright, moving on to the number 9 spot, we have his Vans. And Supreme and Vans have been collaborated for a long time, so it was sort of a no-brainer to put them in this list. But with that being said, I don't really wear Vans like that, and you know, I don't really rate them too much. However, I do respect them. Just because you don't like something don't mean you don't respect them. Not all of the Supreme and Vans collaborations are good, but some are decent. My most favourite Supreme Vans that they've ever released are probably the motion logos. I do like them ones. And the denim ones with the rips on them, I do like them ones. Alright, moving on to the number 8 spot, we have a CDG, aka Comme des Garçons. I really hope I pronounced that name right. But CDG is actually a designer brand, and I think that they were the first designer brand that Supreme ever collaborated with. And the Supreme and CDG collaborations always hit hard, very iconic pieces as well. Probably the most infamous piece that they ever released, in my opinion, had to be the Air Forces. You know, 3 brands collaborating on one item is just absolutely wild to me. And also the CDG box logos. Every single box logo that Supreme and CDG have ever created have always resonated with Supreme fans. And also this hoodie with the flannel print hood is absolutely beautiful. Alright, cool. Coming in at the number 7 spot. This is when the list really gets going. But coming in at the number 7 spot, we have the Everlast Supreme collaboration. And when we talk about iconic Supreme collaborations, yeah, this is the collaboration that I'm talking about. Every item in this collaboration is an absolute banger. If you didn't know, Everlast is a boxing company / brand, so it was only right for them to make boxing relevant items. My most favourite item from this collaboration, hands down, is the boxing gloves. Yeah, do not get me gassed on the boxing gloves. Came in 3 colorways as well, the blue, the black and the red. All of them just slap as well. The boxing robe is very nice, but a little bit loud in my opinion. The boxing bag as well is just absolutely fire. It's just this big red boxing bag, and then it's got Supreme going down it. Everlast, probably one of Supreme's best collaborations, but unfortunately there wasn't too many items within the collaboration, so therefore I had to put it at the number 7 spot. But anyway, cool. Coming in at the number 6 spot, we have is the Burberry Supreme collaboration. And this collaboration was fairly recent. I believe it came out in 2021 or 22. And this actually kind of makes me laugh, yeah, because I think back in 1997 or something, Supreme actually did a Burberry box logo, but it wasn't actually a collaboration with Burberry. And brands are not really supposed to do this because they could get done for like copywriting or whatever. But fast forward almost 20 years later, Supreme and Burberry actually did a collaboration and they created the iconic Burberry Supreme box logo. This collaboration was really well received and I did like this collaboration. My most favourite item from this collaboration, hands down, has to be the rugby shirt. I want this rugby shirt so bad, but I can't justify spending upwards of £600 just for a shirt. The skateboard was sick as well. That was a very cool touch. And also this denim jacket hits differently, I can't lie. It came in a denim pink colorway and also a normal Burberry colorway. And also another item that I do rate from this collaboration is they did this like silky sort of pajama set. Very hard and all round a certy collaboration. Alright, so coming in at the number 5 spot, we have the Supreme and Nike collaborations. And you already knew that Nike was going to be on this list because Supreme and Nike have collaborated for the longest time now. Coming out with a lot of iconic items. Items such as the Air Force Ones, SB Dunks and more. My most favourite Supreme and Nike collaboration item definitely has to be this baseball jacket. It's just all white. I do believe it's leather as well, and then it's got this big fat Supreme spell out on the back. However, with that being said, the Supreme and Nike collaborations are really hit or miss. You know, some might be really good, but some are completely dog shite. And it's an absolute letdown because you would have thought Nike, being the powerhouse that it is, you know, would do good collaborations with Supreme. But I'd say 50% of the time it's just been a flop. I'm not saying I want a Supreme Nike tech fleece or anything like that. That being said though, I think that would be very interesting. But all I want is just, you know, some clean, nice pieces. But yeah, just maybe some more better items in terms of like clothing. I mean, the shoes are okay, but even the shoes are sometimes a bit shaky as well. So, you know, the Nike and Supreme collaborations, very hit or miss, but not a entirely bad collaboration either. Alright, cool. Coming in at the number 4 spot, we have the Supreme and Lacoste collaborations. And this is probably the most underrated Supreme collaboration on the list. And I really don't know why majority of people don't really talk about the Supreme and Lacoste collaborations, because it feels like, to me, it just flies underneath the radar. But hands down, they come out with some crazy pieces. The tracksuits, for example, absolutely flawless masterpieces. Majority of them colorways just bang differently. And then you got the Supreme and Lacoste Harrington jackets, yeah. Don't mess about. These absolutely bang, yeah. These hit on a different level, yeah. I love the way it's got the Supreme Old English text, yeah. Very nice touch. Even the colorways, yeah, that brown one or the cream one, whatever, and then the baby blue one, and then you've got my most favorite item, yeah, the Supreme Lacoste anorak jacket. This jacket is such a go-to jacket, it's not even funny. For starters, it's an anorak jacket, yeah. I absolutely love anorak jackets. That little kangaroo pouch pocket at the front, yeah, slaps differently. Then you got the big fat Supreme spell out on the back, and then to top it off, you got the Lacoste logo print going all over the jacket, and to top off the top off, yeah, the Lacoste logo all over print, yeah, is actually reflective. But anyway, cool, enough of that, let's move on. Alright, cool. Coming in at the number 3 spot, we have the Stone Island collaborations. And the Supreme and Stone Island collaborations are so iconic in Supreme's catalogue. They've done so many collaborations over the years, it's not even funny. And I absolutely love the Supreme Stone Island collaborations because it's such a breath of fresh air. Because Stone Island isn't just your normal everyday brand, yeah. They are very unique in the sense that they use a lot of different materials, different sort of designs, and I like that a lot. My favourite pieces are probably this anorak jacket. It's a very simple design, but the material of it is a very different material. I think it's sort of like a rubbery material. Also, whenever they release the coats, yeah, they go all out on the coats, yeah. I've never seen Supreme and Stone Island release a bad coat. But my most favourite Supreme Stone Island collaboration item ever is, yes, you guessed it, another anorak. But you cannot even look at this jacket and tell me that this is a bad jacket. It's sort of got this bandana paisley print just all over it. The colorways just slap differently. I do like the blue one more than the red one, but the red one isn't ugly either. And then to top things off, yeah, it's got a Stone Island patch in the centre. Not on the sleeve, on the centre, yeah. That is... I am flabbergasted, yeah. That is such a beautiful touch. But yeah, Supreme Stone Island, I would put it at the number 1 spot, but I don't think it could beat the number 1 spot because... yeah, I just don't think it could. But yeah, cool. Coming in at the number 2 spot, we have the Supreme and North Face collaborations. Sorry to interrupt the video, guys, but if you do like clothes, check out my online store, section 17. They've got some really nice pieces. The link is in my description. And without further ado, let's get back into the video. And the Supreme and North Face collaborations are a staple in Supreme's history. I believe they collaborate every single year, if not twice a year. Mostly they releases jackets and stuff, but some of the most popular Supreme items to ever exist are the Supreme and North Face, you know, collaboration items. My most favorite items that they've ever released is probably the bandana jackets. Yeah, I really like them ones. Also the world map jacket, yeah, that is very creative and I do fuck with that a lot. And also the by any means necessary jackets. But to be fair, yeah, Supreme and North Face have had so many good jackets slash items that it's really hard to, you know, just pick a select few that are good. But yeah, just an absolute crazy collaboration. And to be fair, I don't think that Supreme would be the same Supreme it is today without North Face. That is just my opinion, don't shoot me. But yeah, anywho, enough with all the North Face malarkey, yeah. It's time for the number 1 spot, you zimmer. And I'm very interested on what people thought that was going to be at the number 1 spot at the start of the video. I think a lot of people was thinking it's going to be Stone Island or North Face, but you are both wrong. But yeah, cool. Coming in on the number 1 spot, we have the Louis Vuitton Supreme collaboration. Oh my days, yeah. Nothing beats this collaboration. I shit you not, yeah. This collaboration was a moment to be alive. It was the equivalent of seeing the ancient Egyptian pyramids being built, yeah. When these two collaborated, yeah, it was such a high point for streetwear as a whole. You got Supreme, yeah, the number 1 streetwear company in the entire world, yeah. Then you got Louis Vuitton, the number 1 designer company in the world, coming together, joining forces, doing a collaboration, and it banged. It banged differently. You had the coats slapped, the jackets slapped, the jumpers slapped, the accessories slapped, yeah. They even did shoes. Did they flop? No, they did not. They even did a Louis Vuitton trunk, yeah. You know how crazy that is, yeah? Not only that is crazy, yeah, let me tell you the price tag of this thing, yeah. I think it was like 100k or something. 100k for a Louis Vuitton Supreme trunk. Are you dumb, bruv? When I say, yeah, that this was such a pinnacle moment, not even a pinnacle moment, just a time to be alive in the streetwear community, yeah. This collaboration, hands down, the best Supreme collaboration. Don't even argue in the comment section below because you are going to be wrong. This is the best collaboration that a single brand has ever accomplished, yeah? Don't even chat shit to me. You're lying, mate, you're lying. This video was a part of the playlist, and if you did like the video you just watched, I know for a fact you're going to like the rest of the videos on the playlist.